All right, Otakuans, welcome back. This is going to be our part two of our animes coming out for fall 2023. Next up, we have our returners. So, our part twos, core twos, season threes, things like that. It's not going to be as long because a lot of y'all do know a little bit about some of the shows coming out, but we are excited about them. So, we wanted to share with you about what's coming out and what you should be looking forward to next. So, the first one we got is Goblin Slayer Season 2, and it's been so fucking long since the last one came out. So thank God this is coming out.
Has it been that long? When did the last one come out?
Yes.
What,
Yeah,
like
bro. It's been a
2019,
long
2020?
time. Hold on.
But if one thing I do want to bring up is if you haven't already checked out any of the manga corners, we do already have volume 1 and volume 2 of the light novel on our manga corners. So check it out if you do want to do a quick binge catch up of the series.
2018.
28. Sheesh, it's been 5 years.
Yes.
Damn. Okay, Goblin Slayer is
2018.
definitely due for another season. I think they only have one season now so far, right?
Yeah, it's only one season. That's
So
it.
yeah. This looks good. The trailer doesn't really show much what it's going to be about, but
It's
of
just
course,
killing.
it's just
killing.
it's just Goblin Slayer slaying goblins.
Smoke.
That's what he does. That's all
Smoke.
he thinks about. All
It's
he breathes.
quite literally
sleeps.
the title of the anime.
Goblin Slayer. But
That's
it's
what it is.
it's so serious though, because when you like reading the novel, it really puts an emphasis on all this nigga thinks about is killing goblins. Like every conversation you have with him,
There's
he's
nothing
like,
wrong
"Is
with
this about goblins?" He's like, "No, I'm just telling you about my day." Oh, okay. Was there
Bro, I don't
goblins?
care.
Like,
I don't
bro,
care.
it's not only about goblins.
I'm gonna have to rewatch season 1 just to rewatch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna skip episode 1.
You're gonna skip episode 1.
I don't need
Isn't
to see that
episode 1? I
shit.
think episode 1's like one of those long episodes.
I don't need to see that shit. All right, I'll skip the first like 10 minutes then, because I don't need to see that shit.
Or just binge the manga corner. Either or.
No thanks.
Whatever's
No
best for
thanks.
you. Whatever works
No
the
thanks.
most.
Watching it. That's that's what I
Watching
said.
it and listening to me. Got it.
Nah, I don't know. It's it's your voice. It's honestly.
You're supposed to be promoting me. Promote the manga corner.
It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's
Bro,
me.
I hate hearing my own voice, so trust me.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No harm,
Watch
no
his,
foul.
I do. No, for our viewers, I do listen to his manga corners though. For my job, when I have to go, not to get in the weeds of it, I inspect houses that I build myself. Anyways, I listen to his manga corners when I'm walking the houses looking for defects. I do listen to his manga corners
good.
because one, to give us a view,
Just to
and
get
two,
that extra view.
to get that extra view, and two, because I want to listen. I mean, there's information in there that I don't know about, so it definitely gives me some information. Now the next one we have is the Faraway Paladin, the Lord of Rust Mountain. I'm fucking excited because I recently discovered Faraway Paladin thinking it was an old anime, but apparently you talked about it last season. So
We talked about it last season.
You-
you even
you-
said something about it, I believe.
it's same, but different. Anyways, so I'm really
Yes,
excited
it
about
is.
this one. So this shit, I binged that whole thing in a day.
Yeah. It looks really good. That's one thing I like. I know I didn't finish the first season. I just remember it looks really good. The
Yeah.
world building was immaculate, and the fight scenes that I did see were beautiful. And I do appreciate beautiful fight scenes, not just cool.
Can I bring up a topic?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna try to bring this up without getting banned. Was there some type of? Did you notice some type of tension between our two characters a few times?
I don't
He's
think I
talking
got
about
that far.
okay. There's some moments where
These two
him and the
characters?
elf,
Yeah.
them two,
Yeah.
where he was like talking about how beautiful he is and like because people think he's a girl, so like
Oh, that's
not
a
to give
boy.
not to give too much away, but it's an elf boy that he ends up not saving, but saving from doing something stupid. How about I put it that way? He saves him from doing something stupid, and they end up becoming a team. But a lot of people around the land think that he's a girl, and so they call him the beautiful elf or something. They call him like the fair-haired elf or something. They call him something like the angel or something. They call him something girly because everybody thinks he's a girl until they meet him. And so when he's talking to him, there's like the first time it's like up on a rock, and he's like, "Oh, I mean, he's still beautiful, but at least we don't call him that anymore." Something crazy like that. And I'm like,
Rudius, are you having are you having some problems? Questioning some things?
"Are we?" you
hey!
know,
I don't judge around here. If that's his cup of
look,
tea, hey, take a big old sip, buddy.
hey,
Take a big old sip of that tea.
God, take a gulp, nigga. Pause. Anyways, we got
Yo, that
Rising
was
of Shield Hero
crazy.
season 3 coming up next. I have to fucking catch up. I'm on season 2, but it just was dragging for so fucking long, and it was the same shit. And I was,
Bro, I understand.
the pacing of it just is so bad. So
Yeah,
I really need to catch up though.
yeah.
If I'm gonna
Season
be
two's
honest,
pacing. What?
there's two of my favorite, I guess you call them side characters of Adventure Guild. So you have, so one is gonna be her.
Raftalia?
She's one, yeah, Raftalia, and the girl from Harem and a Labyrinth. Those are probably my and on no freak shit.
Why?
Look on no freak shit. But like, out of all the adventure animes I've ever seen, the females that are with our MCs, these are probably some of the two best fighters, the two most loyal fighters. I mean, it helps that they're obviously cute, but that's the point. But like, they're the two best fighters. They're loyal. They're strong as fuck. I think these are some of the two best like female side characters, like sidekicks of our MCs.
This looks pretty nice. Shield Hero's always been pretty good with his fight scenes. I think one of the things I love about Shield Hero is the video game aspect of it. The anime doesn't highlight it as much as the novel does, but every time he defeats a creature and he absorbs like their drop, it opens up a skill tree, and that skill tree grows bigger and bigger with new skills, new different types of shields, like all the different like the shield prison. I'm pretty sure you've seen before. Like that's one of those.
I heard like a death scream, like not just a I'm crying because I'm throwing a tantrum.
They all sound. No, go back. Because I.
Oh, my bad. Just seeing if somebody's gonna bang on my door because a kid fell down the stairs or something.
What is going on at your house?
I think she's trying to put him to sleep without me there, and so she's like juggling both, and she probably threw him in because I heard it like it was right outside my door. And so I think she tried to put him in bed across the hall, and he started screaming and shit, and so she came and got him. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, but like they got all these different types of shields, like the what was it? The prison.
Yeah, Shield Prison.
Yeah, so
They have,
the
like,
shield prison where like it
uniform.
creates the metal ball around either an enemy or a foe.
Iron Maiden is
The
pretty good,
Iron
too.
Maiden, like all those things,
Yeah.
the anime doesn't really highlight the fact. You can continue to play it. The anime doesn't really highlight the fact that he's getting these
Pretty much,
because he's putting the loot inside of his shield. Every time he unlocks a new shield, it gives abilities. It gives these new. Sometimes most of the time is defensive, but he's been trying to find stuff that's going to give him the attack, offensive abilities.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons why I like this anime is because our character is intelligent. Like, he knows that he needs to do specific things in order to get his power, and he's realized like, hey, I put shit in my shield that makes me stronger. I can get a specific skill from this or whatever. So he definitely tries to find things, the things that make sense. He puts in his shield. I mean, he gets some things like a leaf, and they're like, "Oh, leaf shield," and he's like, "This ain't gonna do shit for me. I don't." Like,
Actually, it does. It actually does, and that's something the anime didn't highlight. When he got that leaf shield, it allowed him to basically expedite his gathering. Because remember when he first started, he was just gathering different like plants and herbs
like
and stuff.
different random
He can
shit,
just
yeah.
all he had to do is just put his hand towards whatever herb he wanted. It was able to pick up all the things just by pointing its hand, and that was like a huge thing because it turned a minuscule, well, not a minuscule, like a dragging job of walking through the fields. A tedious task of looking for these herbs to he just put his hand over a field of herbs and called it all to him. Exactly.
He has the force. Got it.
But the anime didn't really highlight that, and I think they really failed at that, especially for second season. So I hopefully third season they do better at adapting the source material because the source material is honestly good.
Yeah. All right. So next we got Spy Family season 2, and I didn't see it says plus movie, but Spy Family season 2. I need to catch up with Spy Family. I'm like an episode behind.
I wonder if the season is because Spy Family is coming out in December. I wonder if this season is going to like kind of transition to the movie. So by the end of the season, it's going to link to where the movie is going to be at. Because October, that would make sense because the next season will come out in January. So December 22nd is when the movie comes out.
So they do the movie right before the third season, probably.
That'd be pretty legit. I love Spy Family. It's
That'd be
honestly
pretty
it's
cool.
super cute. I love Anya. I love her little telepath ability and the fact that she's like trying to hide it from her father, even though he's a spy and he hasn't figured that out yet. So I don't know how good of a spy
Yeah,
he is.
that's that's kind of weird to me. I know that's the whole premise of the show,
Hmm.
and it kind of keeps us entertained
Yeah,
that she hears all the things, but it's at this point it's like, do I really want them to find out? But it's like, yes, and then I'm like, but if they do, when would the show won't maybe
yeah,
be as funny anymore.
yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
can see
saying?
that.
So it's I don't know. But anyways. So we got Doctor Stone, New World, Core 2.
Hmm.
I need to fucking catch up in the show, man. I keep saying that, but it's like so let me real quick. The problem is that whenever I'm watching a good show,
Uh,
and then the next season comes out in anime, new shows come out that are really fucking good, and it overshadows like Core 2, Season 2, Season 3s, and so then I don't watch those and I watch the new shows, and then the next season comes out, and I'm like, oh, Season 2 of this is coming out, or Season 3 of
let
this
me
coming
go
out.
watch
Fuck,
that.
I missed the last season, so I need to go rewatch this. You know, because I binged Doctor Stone Season 1 like all in like
Yeah.
a day and a half because I was like really sick one day, and I literally sat on my couch all day and just watched this fucking whole show. So
It's like a never-ending battle with you. You'll find out that, oh, I need to
it's
go
a,
back to something. You'll go back and you'll binge that, but then you stop watching something that's currently showing, and then you find out the next season, shit, I need to go back and
it's a
finish
fucking
that.
circle. It's a,
Bro,
honestly, it's a circle.
our job is so hard. Anime,
It's a
just gotta
circle.
watch all this anime.
We do this for you guys. I hope you know that.
You think we want to watch all this anime?
You
Fuck
think
no.
that we like anime in the first place?
Honestly, I'd
You,
rather watch like sports or
you,
something.
yeah. Like, did you know that the Rugby World Cup is on right now? I could be doing that. I could be watching that
Facts.
right now.
College football is back. I have so many better things to be watching. But for
Yo,
you
that Oregon
otakuans,
Colorado ass whooping. We're not gonna talk about that. This ain't a sports podcast, but
woo!
we're not gonna talk about that
That's a
ass whooping.
conversation.
That's what, yeah, I know
Maybe we
our
need to have
otakuans out there.
we need to have a otaku and sports edition episode because
Yeah.
bro.
Yo. Anyways,
Oh shit.
so the next one we got Tokyo Revengers
Hey, let me
season 3, and
guess.
this is
You gotta catch up for this one too. No,
who
you
you,
there?
first of all, who you talking to?
Who you talking to like that? Lower your tone.
Second of all,
Lower your
second
tone.
of all, lower your tone. Third of all, yes, actually, I do need to catch up on this, and that's not the point. I love this show, and I've talked about this one. Tokyo Revengers, the first one ever came out a long time ago, like towards the front quarter or the second quarter of us even having this podcast. I've talked about this show,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. It fell off. New shit started coming out.
Yeah.
New shit started coming out, and I was just like,
Too many anime, not enough time. I
I
understand.
gotta look. I'll watch it. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up.
So let me, because I haven't watched not one episode of this.
Okay.
I see you. I haven't watched one episode of this. So is it about high schooler gangs, like high school gangs,
Yes,
gang banging?
yes and no. So the first, I don't know about this. What's going on? Because I didn't finish season 2, but so essentially how it starts, it's kind of like an isekai, but it's not in another world. It's in the future and in the past. So essentially what happens is a kid, Takemichi, they call him or they call him Michi, yeah. He is in this like middle school gang. It's like a middle schoolers. They're in a gang in a gang war with like 8th grade, 9th grade gang, right?
Okay.
And yeah, they're in like 8th grade, 9th grade, or whatever it is. So they're constantly getting bullied, like constantly getting their fucking ass whooped, like all kinds of shit, right? Well, he ends up this girl that he loves, like he grows up pretty much being bullied his whole life.
Yeah.
So he's in this gang. He was the leader of his little kid gang, but then these 8th graders came and bitched him hard. And so for the rest of his life, he was a bitch. Like he was a coward. He was a pussyo, right? And then the girl that he loved ended up getting killed. And so he shook he shook the brother's hand. The brother was a detective trying to figure out what happened to her. And so they shook hands, and boom, automatically he was put into like the past. And so he was like back in his like middle school body. Like he was a whole adult. He was an adult working at a convenience store. He got put in the past as a little kid. Yeah, he was put in the past as a little kid again. I think a couple days prior to the event that happened that made him become a bitch the rest of his life. And so then he pretty much was like, all right, this go around, I'm not gonna be a bitch. Like I'm a fight. Like I'm not because my life is shit in the future. Like I'm a fight. If this is how it's gonna be, and I can rewrite the future, it's kind of like butterfly effect, right?
Yeah,
It's like if I could rewrite the future, then I'm not gonna be no pussy. I'm a fucking fight. And then he ends up like becoming friends with them, and then he just keeps trying to go back in time to try to stop what's happening in the
Okay, so he
future.
keeps going back in time.
He keeps going back in time, like shaking the kid's hand and going back in time, and then being like, "All right, I need to change this." And then he goes back, and then something else is wrong. He's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well, let me go back and change it." He's pretty much stuck in the loop of the butterfly effect, old ass movie Ashton Kutcher, where he's like, "Let me make my life great," but then somebody else's life is shit. Oh, I can't do that to them. Let me go back and change that, and then but it's actually really good. Like the gang violence and the fucking like the storytelling is really really good.
Okay.
So I need to catch up. I might just start from the beginning because that shit was good anyways. That shit was good regardless. So.
Alrighty then. Eminence in Shadow.
I am atomic.
I know, bro. When they announced this at the end of the season, I'm like, the next season's about to be hype. Like they're excited to get back into the story, and we're already here.
In the past, like 4 seasons of anime, this has probably been one of my top 3 favorite animes that's come out.
Top new anime, definitely top 3. That definitely would throw Zom 100 in there.
Yeah. The Blood Queen. Yo, every time Sid did some of the most nasty shit in the show, I would always text you immediately and be like, "Oh my god!"
Bro, it was a back and forth.
Like when he did the step and node sound and he fucking appeared behind it, I was like, "That's beyond FTL."
Oh yeah, he's fast.
That's beyond FTL.
Have you read what this season's about?
No, I have not. I actually want to be surprised this time.
Yeah.
I know I read ahead a lot, but I'm.
Why do the characters in this show look like the characters from like those mobile games, like the RPG mobile games?
Yeah, like Arknights and shit.
Like I played a couple of them. One of them is called Evertale, and I swear to God, I just saw one of the characters from Evertale in this trailer.
I think they're supposed to look like, because the whole point is him knowing and trying to be that villain in the video game. Like, that's the point,
It's like the stereotypical character archetypes. Okay, I can see that. Bro, I'm ready. I'm ready to see how more fucking broken Sid is.
I'm fucking ready, bro. All right, Mount Deathplay. I again have to catch up. I'm actually 2 episodes away from the end on this.
Okay,
one, so.
not bad. Almost there.
Yeah, but here I'm gonna also blame you. You're gonna take 25% of the credit only because I've been binging One Piece like my life fucking depended on it. So that's really all I've been watching. I'm in Dressrosa.
You mean?
I'm in Dressrosa now. So
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get to.
yeah. Yo, the laughs in Dressrosa are hilarious.
Yo, I love my boy Dofi.
Oh man. So I think this one's gonna because where season 1 or the first cour ended, it was like introducing everyone like the what the main plot is going to be. Second cour is really going to tackle that plot. So organization was introduced towards the end of the first season. So now Sid, not Sid, Jesus, what is his name in this one?
I forgot what his name is, to be honest.
But the main character, this kid right here.
Yeah.
So he's Polka, that's his name. Well, that's the name he's using. So I'm pretty sure this one's going to be mostly about him trying to figure out what this organization is and how it connects to the organization he was a part of in the world that he was isekai'd from. So I think it's going to be fairly interesting. I think we're really going to see their powers or like their abilities flourish a lot more than we got to see the first season, because it was kind of controlled. This actually looks like a scene from the first season, though.
Yeah, this is season 2. Maybe they're just adding clips in it to make it filled.
I mean, but it's the official trailer. You would think it's all new scenes for the official. Like, this is new. But that one scene with the hands, that's definitely from the last episode of the first cour. But
probably just adding on to what, like, the power scaling in season 2, or the second cour.
But it's a good show. I did enjoy the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a 10 out of 10, but it was like a solid 8 out of 10. Good storyline. It's an isekai, so it obviously gets bonus points for that. But it had that dark element to it that I enjoyed. So definitely a good show.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we really appreciate it. Really appreciate you sticking with us. This was our part 2. Please leave a like, subscribe, a comment, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any future episodes. We will be covering these and our mid-season hotter drop. So again, we apologize to the anime community if we drop your favorite anime. They're not coming back. If they
It's
like, if
over.
we
I'm
drop
sorry.
them, Japan sends out an emergency alert that the Otaku Octagon dropped an anime and it won't come back. So hopefully the anime that you're looking forward to the most is good,
Yeah,
or else
hopefully it makes it,
we're gonna drop it
and you'll
because
never see it again.
you'll never see it again. They're actually gonna remove season 1, and it'll be gone from ever.
They might
They'll
cancel the
remove it.
manga too, honestly, bro.
They might honestly. They're gonna fucking take every manga off every shelf of every anime store in all of the world, and they're gonna burn them in a
They're gonna
big
come
burn
in your
pit.
house and burn your books
They
too.
will find your books. If you're sitting there watching it, if you're sailing the high seas watching this anime, you will be thrown it
You
straight to
will be
jail.
arrested. You will.
Straight to jail. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. We will be coming back with our wrap up from this last season,
Oh yeah.
and then with our hotter drop for for this next season coming up. We love you. We appreciate you. Peace out.
Peace.